Obi Wan Kenobi is a skilled fighter and a talented negotiator, a disciplined Jedi who frequently pauses in battle to offer a witty aside. While often impatient with the Senate and political debates, Obi-Wan firmly believes the Republic must be saved, and it offers the only real chance for the galaxy's citizens to live their lives in peace. Hello there, and welcome to Centurions Corner, and today we are reviewing Obi-Wan from the Target exclusives. This is episode 2, so yesterday we done Anakin, and then tomorrow we release another, and then a fourth, and we go through them all that way. So they just released in the UK. They're a little bit easier to get hold of. I know it's really painful in America to get hold of these, and they are going up in price like tenfold on eBay as they're getting a bit harder and harder to get. But they have just released over in Europe, so hopefully maybe it might produce across the world a little bit easier. Who knows? But anyway, in the UK we have them, and we had to pre-order them pretty sharpish to get hold of them. So Obi-Wan on the nostalgia card here, on the Clone Wars card down here, we have Obi-Wan on the side down here looking very cool in that very sort of first ever time we saw him in the Clone Wars. On the side here it is a 50th Lucasfilm anniversary. I don't know what they're going to do next year once this badge is up. And on the back we have the Lucasfilm anniversary again going across the timeline. I have already said that I would love to have the figures on there, like the whole collection, but anyway, here he is. So I guess without further ado, let's just crack this bad boy open. So here he is in his blister pack. Like Anakin Skywalker, he only comes with his lightsaber, but the figure looks absolutely mint. He looks fantastic, and I can't wait to get my little grubby mitts all over him. So what we're going to do, we just pop him out for our first impressions. And here he is. We'll be doing a sort of comparison in the review as well, just with the head and stuff like that, and obviously putting all the Obi-Wan Kenobis that we have got in our lineup, just to see who is the best, I guess. So I guess without any kind of time, we'll go away, take his photos, and we'll see you. So we've been away taking his photos, and yes, he is a fantastic figure, and well done Hasbro, but also idiots, because you've made it really hard for people to get hold of this, to actually realise what you're capable of, you know, rather than getting some old sort of trash repainted carbonised figures. But this guy looks absolutely sensational. It's fantastic and really matches up with that Anakin, and again there is a few little flaws with the paint applications as well. We'll do a comparison as well with a few of the Obi-Wan Kenobis that I've got that I think kind of fall in suit. So like the Clone Kenobi, and I've kind of sort of swapped their heads around. So I've got another 2 Obi-Wans to do. So episode 3 and the Clone Kenobi that we can do some comparisons sort of towards the end of the video. But looking at this guy, obviously he comes with one accessory, which is the Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber accessory. It's not too bad. The old Obi-Wan Kenobi actually come with a better one than this. It's actually a lot thicker. This one's, it's got his lightsaber's a little bit too thin, so it's easy bendable. So if you pull it into his hands and he's got a nice grip on it, just be careful when you're praising it out of his hands. So taking a closer look, it is done in a nice, really paint applications. We've got the silver, we've got the gold and everything on there. I have seen this sort of sculpt done bad, and I've seen it done well as well. And this is one of the ones where they've done it proud. The blue blade is really fluorescent, it's really nice and really stands out. And the peg as well, it's not too easy to pop out, so just be careful if he does fall off, you know, because that would easy snap, but it does pop in easily and pop out a lot better than Anakin's. Also, we have got the peg, and he's also got the peg on his belt, and we can actually plop that in there in place. And yeah, sits in there probably better than Anakin's as well. So taking a closer look, we can go through his articulation. So head wise, left, right, down, up, neck wobble, lower neck movement down there, which is pretty cool. Arm wise, we've got a butterfly joint in here. You can go up this far, but also you can actually pull this out and then do this, and you actually get more articulation in there as well. We have got the rotation here at the top, and just got to put that back into place as well to make it look a bit more uniformed. In here we've got a single elbow joint because it is the clone ones here, and also we've got the rotation here at the elbow. We've got rotation here at the wrist, and it's also on the hinge. We've got the rotation at the waist here. You can look down, not too much, and back is a slight tilt as well. Leg wise, we can come right up here. They're really nice. It comes through these slits. Also can kick forward, not too much. It is a little bit hindered here. This is a little bit thick for the actual legs itself, and then we can go back as well. We've got upper thigh rotation. We've got lower knee movement down here as well, and also got a single knee joint, and we've got the rocker and the pivot at the ankle. So again, articulation, and for the Obi Wan Kenobi, it's absolutely fantastic. It really makes this figure come to life, and especially for photographing and doing all those extra little bits as well, it's really, really nice. But again, looking at the aesthetic kind of look and the sort of sculpt as well, you've done well, Hasbro. This is absolutely fantastic. There's not really much you can get wrong. The face itself is pretty cool. We've got a really nice likeness to Ewan McGregor, and I'll bring the other one over. I'm sure it's actually the exactly the same sculpt as well as this old clone Commander Obi-Wan that was more based on the sort of 2003, which I'll just reach over and grab it. Just looking at it, this one when it came out, everyone was saying how sort of kind of peachy it was, but it's got probably a nicer look, kind of more painted kind of style to it. It kind of looks more model-like, doesn't it, compared to this sort of plastic look here. But yeah, it's exactly the same sculpt, and obviously the face on there. But yeah, the cheeks are a little bit kind of embarrassed, I guess, in a way. But looking down, we can actually look at further at the figure. You can see this sort of colour bleed here of the white. It's not too bad. Maybe I'll be able to get that off. And over this part, it's kind of a nice matte. It's not glossy at all, and it matches the actual white to the armour pretty well as well. The sculpt for the actual tunic, you can see all the kind of the woolenness kind of going through it all with the texture, which is great. The actual torso itself looks a little bit too flat, for my opinion. It does look a little bit squished here, but you can see all this sort of wrinkles and stuff underneath here. Basic normal clone trooper arms. The belt, again, a bit like Anakin. There's no paint applications on any of these extra accessories around, which is a little bit of a fail. Texture going down again, it's pretty cool. But also what's really cool is that it has clone trooper legs, but it has this extra texture part on here, which you can actually see under what it looks like under the actual clone trooper kind of undersuit. It looks pretty cool. So we've got this extra kind of part here. Looks quite nice actually. So that is kind of Obi-Wan really. I mean, there's nothing much really going for him. There's no extra accessories or anything. It's just literally just Obi-Wan and his lightsaber in the Clone Wars fashion. But he looks actually sensational and fantastic. So we can just bring in his other brother, which is the other clone commander, Obi Wan Kenobi, but more in his sort of clone trooper armour compared to it. I've always preferred this look over this one. I just think this one's a little bit too much in my opinion. I have swapped the heads over. Well, not with these two, but this was the episode 2 Obi Wan Kenobi that I swapped over to make an episode 3 Kenobi, and so I bought this body twice to do the custom of it. So yeah, I do think this one looks better. Obviously this one is also kind of sought after at the moment, but it looks fantastic and pretty cool. But this is definitely the pinnacle one because he has the old clone armor kind of articulation, so he's a really hindered compared to this guy. This guy is nimbled as a 4-year-old compared to this old 64-year-old in a way. So thank you so much for joining me on this one. Don't forget, you can comment down below, you can subscribe, you can ding the bell, you can do all sorts, and look down in the description where you can follow me on Instagram, and I'll have a Facebook page as well on there if you don't have Instagram, so you can keep in touch and show me all your customs and figure releases, or whatever you want to do, just share, I don't mind. So thank you once again, I'll see you next time. Take care, bye.